Our final introductions tonight. Jan Rossetti is going to introduce you to Baru Sanchez.
I'm a mathematician, and so is our nominee tonight. We're people of few words. I am very happy to be here. Pleased to introduce to you Baru Sanchez. Baru is the first in his family to graduate high school, let alone university. He was inspired even in his first math class with our nominee in 9th grade, sees him as a true mentor, goes back and asks him for advice occasionally now. And interestingly, in his internship in college as in an accounting firm, he's now 6 years into a CPA position as a licensed CPA. And even more interestingly, has run for and is on the city council for a town called Cudahy, outside of Huntington Beach, is that right? Someplace east of LA. And I think we're going to see a lot more of Baru Sanchez, perhaps not as a CPA, but perhaps as a politician. He's an amazing young man. Please welcome him.
Thank you. Good evening. Just a couple corrections. It's the city of Cudahy, and it's about 24,000 residents, so I would consider it a little bit larger than small. But thank you for having us this evening. I kind of want to take you on a journey before I introduce our nominee for this evening, who is Orlando Rodriguez, who was my math teacher for 4 out of 5 math classes that I took in high school. Just to kind of give you an overview, his perspective of Orlando. Very young individual when I met him. Grew up in the same community as where I grew up, where there was a lot of gangs, a lot of drugs, a lot of shootings. And he decided to go to college in Santa Clara, or up north, and came back and decided to teach and give back to his community because he saw a need for us. And some of the things that Carlston Foundation talks about is the critical issues facing education now. And some of those issues in our communities are facing us now. So for me, as a young Latino going to high school, single parent, I wasn't motivated. I just wanted to go to school and play football. And I love math. And he was an inspiration to me going through high school. And after high school, I decided to go to college and be a civil engineer, and that didn't work out because I did not like calculus after college. Even after I went back to him and tutored with him and met with him and talked about what I wanted to do. And he just told me what was best for me. So then I decided to change career path and go to business school and decided to do accounting and became a CPA now. But throughout that whole journey of my life, I've always contacted Orlando. I've always given him a call on my decisions on whether I change jobs, change career paths. He's more than just a friend, more than a mentor, more than a role model. He is an individual where anybody could feel inspired and look up to. Through this journey, just to give you a perspective of his character, he is funny. He has a good sense of humor. He dresses up every single time for Halloween. He gives you candy. He's a really good individual to keep. Now after high school, we still go out for drinks for happy hour. We play golf. We talk about life, career paths, recent girlfriend. So where am I going? What my goals are? And he continues to check in. And it's not just with me. He's been impactful in my life when I was very young. He was very young. First day of class, he was sitting right next to me, and I couldn't tell he was my professor. And I had to ask, and he was right next to me. I believe he was like 23 years old when he started teaching. I'm 28 now. I've been out of high school about 10 years now. And just to kind of give you a perspective out of high school, and we talked about the critical issues of what happened in our community. I've been a victim of a crime, and I got to lose a really, really good friend, my best friend, right out of high school. And I remember waking up in a hospital bed very few times, and Orlando was one of those individuals. And instead of crying or instead of putting me down, or, he cracked a joke. I'm not going to say that joke now, but, that's one of those memories that I have still with me, and I could tell you more. And that's the type of individual that he's had in my life, not just with me, but with multiple individuals. And, you know, I speak from the heart. I don't have anything prepped, and I told him I was going to do that because that's the way I feel about him. He is an inspiration of an individual that I look up to. You know, I grew up with a single parent, and, you know, I do see him as an individual with a father figure and someone that I want to grow up and be like him. His 2 daughters are here, and I'm sure they're very proud of his dad, just like I'm proud of him being my teacher, my mentor, and my role model. Without further ado, here's Orlando Rodriguez. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Like she said, we are math people. We're people of few words. So thank you to the Carlston Foundation. Thank you for the Carlston Foundation for letting me be a part of this family of just amazing teachers that I got to meet today at the symposium. I was in awe of everybody there. Lindsay put it best. We do this job of not expecting this type of recognition, but man, it feels so good. I've always had a great support system. I just want to say thank you to my parents who are here, my sister, my best friend and brother, Sergio, they've always been there for me at every moment of my life. And my in-laws, of course, they just took me in and just accepted me as one of their own and their family. My support system at school, the teachers there are very supportive. The administration there has always helped me and just helped me grow as an individual. And then, of course, my daughters, my wife, thank you for understanding, for being patient, of course, with all the extra duties that I have as a teacher, which, by the way, April the 9th, I have to go to prom and chaperone. But just wanted to let you know. And it's on my birthday again, so can't celebrate my birthday. Sorry. But no, thank you. Thank you for letting me do what I love to do. And to all my students, I can't wait to read the letters just to thank them. And it's been a wonderful journey, and I'm looking forward to it, just continuing on. And thank you so much.
So everybody's still awake? That wasn't that great? Thank you all for coming. That's about the end of the regular program, and we've had a wonderful time. I didn't keep any of the checks. I don't know what this is, but one of the nominators may have left it behind. I'll leave it up here. I don't have any idea what it is. Could be incredibly valuable. Thank you very much for coming here tonight and for honoring people who make such a huge difference in the lives of so many people. I think several of them mentioned that they felt that they got as much back from what they did as they gave. And I think that's how being a really effective teacher works, I think. And so let's have one last round of applause for all of our honorees.